Yo, 10 ways to become financially independent. Let's get into it. Yo, what's good YouTube? This your boy Kurt, Wealth and Fitness Lifestyle. Please do me a favor, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, that notification bell to get future content. And while you guys at it, man, on your way out of this video, I don't care if you like it or not, hit that thumbs up. I don't care. Anyway, thank you everybody who subscribed to the channel so far. If you're new to my channel and platform, I'm on two journeys in my life. I'm on my journey towards financial independence and financial freedom, and also on my weight loss journey. So in this video, I want to talk about 10 ways you can position yourself to be independent financially. First thing, and number one, and on your journey towards becoming financially independent, is that you have to have a plan. You have to know what your why. Why do you want to become financially independent? What are some of the reasons that you feel that becoming financially independent will help you and your family and your family tree? And once you understand and figure out your why, you could begin to start figuring out a plan. You know, you're not going to be able to have success in this if you do not have a plan. And in that planning process, what you want to do is you want to look at where you are financially, realistically. You want to say, okay, I have this amount of debt. You know, this is where some of the challenges I have. And then once you know where you currently are, then you can start to plan and work backwards towards your goal. You want to come up with a number. You want to say, you know what, in 5 years, I want to be whatever it is, X, Y, and Z. So once you know what the end goal is, and once you know where you are, you just work the steps backwards. And then once you follow your plan to its entirety over that next time frame, you will reach your goals, okay? So number two, which brings me from the plan to the budget. You have to track your expenses and your income, just so you can see, okay, when I take my income and I minus my expenses, with debt, with everything, what do I have left? Now you know what you have left, and when you know where you want to be, you could begin to see some key indicators that says, okay, is my income, if what's left over from my income enough to position myself for me to get where I want to be? And if it's not, then you want to have ways to increase your income to be able to help and support you in going that direction. Or you want to take, you will want to look back at your budgets and figure out what are some things you can cut out your budgets to free up some available money to be able to do the necessary things you need to do, whether it's paying off debt, whether it's investing, whatever it is. But so first you want to plan, second you want to budget and create your budget. The third thing you want to do, which I think is extremely important, is you want to spend less than what you earn. And part of the budgeting, and once you kind of scale back and you eliminate some expenses where you can, to save you some money, at this point now you want to spend less than what you make. You know, when you go into the grocery store, you may want to consider, certain things that you buy. You know, look at certain things you can live without in order for you to be able to maximize on potential savings that you can utilize and that you're developing in your plan, okay? Number four, you want to build safety nets. You know, that's where your emergency fund comes in. That's where having insurance come in. You know, that emergency fund, let me tell you, man, you know, last year, one of my goals was to save $10,000, and I did. And I actually used the $10,000 on an emergency that I had. And I was lucky that I had that 10 grand at my disposal, so just in case things happen, I could be able to take care of my family and take care of the things I need to do without jeopardizing other financial obligations and responsibility that was part of my personal plan. And I'm so happy that I did that. You want to have a safety net. You want to build at least 3 to 6 months of emergency expenses, or if you can't build that up, at least have $1,000 or $2,000 just to have. Because something is going to happen. I'm telling you that right now. Especially if you're managing a family, you have multiple people that are you're financially responsible for. Like if you have kids, things are going to happen. Number five, you want to eliminate debt, and this is something I talk about constantly in my video. You know, I have this motto: debt is a threat. You want to eliminate all that debt, and credit cards, personal loans, student loans, car note. All of that stuff you want to get rid of. Why? Because just imagine, I want you to do this for 1 second. This is something that I did. I want you to take how much you're paying in your car note, all your credit card bills, your personal loans, your student loans, your mortgage. And I want you to see how much each month, when you add all that up, you're spending each month on your debt. And just imagine that you had that amount of money at the end of the month, every time you get paid, to be able to invest or do some things you want to do. Just imagine that. So you want to get rid of that debt. This might sound redundant, but for those who are new to my channel, one of the things I was able to do a year and a half ago was I had over $30,000 in credit card debt, and I was spending about $700 a month just in paying the minimum balances on all my credit cards. And I paid off $30,000 in about 1 year and 2 months of debt, and saved myself $700 a month and gave myself a raise to be able to make investments. And the other thing that I want to add to eliminating your debt is that this is probably one of the most effective and efficient ways to be able to secure your financial future, is being completely debt-free and not having to owe anybody any money. Like I said, when I looked at that $700 that I actually gave myself a raise every month, it may not sound like a lot to everybody else, but think about in your financial situation, if you had an extra $700 a month just in credit card alone, or extra $1,300 a month if you add in all your expenses, what you'll be able to do and what your finances will look like. You may even, with that amount of money, you may be able to live in a different neighborhood and have your kids grow up in a different neighborhood. You may be able to invest, in Dodge and Bitcoin and all these different stock options that are out there that people are going crazy about right now. You may have that opportunity to do that, but you don't have that opportunity now. So I highly suggest that you eliminate debt. Number 6, and I think this is also an important one, is you want to consider your career. Is what you're doing right now, giving you an opportunity to make money to sustain your current lifestyle. You want to do what you love and love what you do, but let's be realistic. We all need to make money, and we all have to eat. We all have to have a roof overhead. We all have to live. And maybe the thing that you love right now and the career that you're doing, maybe it's not paying enough money. So what you want to do is you always want to develop new skills in your life that you could be able to always pay the bills. You need skills to pay the bills because things can happen. So what I'm saying with this is that, yes, you could have a career that is meaningful, you love, but you're just not making enough money to even sustain a roof over your head, regardless if you have no debt or not. But you always want to continue to develop new skills and new traits that you could be able to be marketable, and you could be an asset to other people, that people will want to pay you for your gifts and your talents, whether it's working at a career, starting your own business. Number 7 is that you want to downsize. You can get to your financial goals even faster, 3 times as faster if you downsize, especially looking at areas in your finances where you can lower your cost. Because what that will do is that will put more money back into your budget. Number 8, you wanna invest, and I would say that you want to be careful. The 3 things that I highly suggest everyone makes investments in, right, is real estate, stock market, and starting your own business. And you want to invest because you have to think about your life. You have to think about your family 10, 20, 30 years down the line, right? And the decisions and investments you make now are going to have an effect on you in the future. I'm 37 years old, and I did not know I was going to be, at 22, I couldn't imagine myself at 37. And at 37 now, I cannot comprehend at 57, but I'm going to be 57 in 20 years. And the things and the decisions that I make now is going to dictate me at 57. And you want to be able to think your future self, like, I'm so glad I made this financial investment, okay? Number 9, you want to buy assets that generate income, okay? Assets. So, and I talked about the difference between assets and liabilities, but basically assets are things that pay you, liabilities are things that cost you, right? And when you invest and buy assets that generate income, like stocks, like real estate and things of that nature, that actually helps you increase your income. You know, some of us have an income problem. Some of us are actually, it's not that we have a lot of debt. It's not that we have bad habits with money. We just don't make enough income to be able to do the things we want to do. So these things actually help you increase your income, but don't increase your income and then increase your lifestyle, because then you're at the same playing field. You know, you don't want to be in a situation where you increase your income, then increase your debt, and then you're bringing home the same amount of money that you had before you got the raise. And then number 10, always know where you are financially. Like I keep a log in this book every month of where I'm at financially, right? And you know, I write down extra income that I generated, investments that I made, and keeping a monthly. Actually, you should be keeping on top of this every day. And, sometimes life changes month to month or even day to day. And you want to be able in your budget and your planning to have some type of flexibility just in case some things happen, because everything matters in that current situation. So you definitely want to know where you are financially. So I hope these 10 things that will help you become financially independent. I hope you incorporate this in your lifestyle and incorporate this into your thinking capacity in terms of making these decisions. We're already 1 month in for the year. We have 11 months to go. So leave a comment down below if you think that there's something else that we can incorporate into this video. So let's save money to invest money to make more money.